Hey guys, we're at the north end of Jeju now. We're going to be taking a ferry across to a place called Biyangdo. Tiny little island. You only get about an hour and 15 minutes on the island, so we'll have to move in the groove a bit. I'll tell you about it when we get there. Basically, here's the ferry port. Mostly fishing. As you can see, Jeju's massive on fishing. Look at this. This fishing port is ginormous. But right in the middle of it, we got a ferry boat. So we're good to go. Leaving in about 10 minutes. So here we are. We've landed in Biyangdo. Here's the port. Tiny little port. It's a very small island actually. Look, that's the only hill on it. That's literally the middle of the island. Look at here. This is how close we are to the mainland. There's the mainland. That thing covered in cloud in the middle is Halasan. We climbed that a few months ago. Yeah, literally 15-minute ferry ride. So, why is Biyangdo famous? Well, it's probably the youngest island in Asia. It's only 1,000 years old. In 1002, I mean the year 1002, not like 1002 this morning, yeah. So in the year 1002, a volcanic eruption created this island. So it's literally 1,000 years old. Okay, so we're just walking around the coastal road on the island now. Loads of these little shelters. Must have been used by the fisher ladies maybe. Loads of these cairns. Probably so they can find out. Oh, big wind farm. Yeah, so we're just walking around the coast here. We're actually looking for something really special. This is what we came to see. And in fact, there it is, right there. That, believe it or not, is a volcanic chimney. So we know that the island was created in 1002 AD from a big volcanic eruption. It's known as a living volcano island. It's actually a very famous geological site because they still study a lot of volcanic activity here. After the original eruption, there was still minor pressure underneath the ground. There was still a lot of what they call volcano bombs being shot out. And under this island, what happened is it created a load of what they call volcanic chimneys to actually release the pressure, release the temperature. There's about 40 of them on this island, and most of them have collapsed now due to erosion from the sea and stuff. But there is one that is still in its original form, about 4.5 meters high, and it's right here. That's a volcanic chimney in its original form. So rather than the island erupting again, coming out the top, it just releases pressure and temperature through these chimneys. Of course, there's no beaches on the island. Look, it's all volcanic, nothing but volcano. But here, they built themselves an inland reservoir. It's all lined with volcanic rock, and then they've this is where they store all the fresh water for the island. And over the back there you can see the water plant. It's really quite a cool little island actually, I like it. There's Biyangdo in the distance. We're coming back into Jeju. This is one serious fishing port. Have a look at this fishing fleet here. There is tons of boats, and they're not small ones either. Big proper deep sea boats these. Okay, so that's the end of our little island tour. Back onto the mainland. So here we are on the south side of Jeju now. This is one of the many volcanic beaches. You can see in the distance there, it's kind of like the black sand, and this section here is all rock. See how it's been weathered by the sea? Unbelievable. Yeah, look at that rock there. And then of course there's some more black sand up there. So we're coming towards the end of our trip into Jeju. To be honest, we only had one island to do to come here for the BAC Island Mountain challenge. The only one we had to go to was UDO Island, but it seemed a bit of a waste coming to Jeju just to do UDO. So we decided to do all 4 of the islands that are attached to Jeju. So we did UDO, famous for the peanuts. We did Gapado, which is famous for being like the lowest altitude island in Asia. We did Marado, which is the southernmost point of Korea. And we did Biyangdo, which is probably the youngest island in Asia, only 1,000 years old. Now we're actually on the mainland south end, but look behind, look at that thing, Sangbang Sand. Now we've been on that before. We actually went on that last time we were here. It's got a temple right in the middle of it, and we went in and had a look at the temple. But look at that thing. There's only about 3 massive outcrops like this on Jeju. And of course Jeju's got Halasan, highest mountain in South Korea. The other thing Jeju's famous for, which I didn't know before, tangerines. Apparently it grows a shitload of tangerines. And I've had a bit of tangerine juice and it's actually really nice, but super expensive. I think you'll see in one of the flicks I did earlier, tiny little bottles like $4, but hey, Jeju, it's expensive, what can I tell you? So anyway, we're coming towards the end. The other thing I decided to do, rather than just visit those 4 islands, there's a challenge to see 100 historic sites on Jeju. And being the idiot that I am, I decided to do that. So we've done the 100. I'm not going to put all 100 pictures up, I'm just going to put up a few interesting ones. But that's basically it. We're done on Jeju, we'll be flying home tomorrow. Okay, so this morning we're in a folk village right in the middle of Jeju. There's a folk village being kept exactly the same as it was, I don't know, hundreds of years ago. This is like the main office, this is like the government office of the village. But look at this. Look at the thatching on the roofs. It's an amazing little village. Absolutely fantastic. So I'll try and get a date from when this dates back to, but it's quite crazy. And people live here, but it's open to the public all the time and they keep it exactly the way it was. Absolutely amazing. We're on the west side of Jeju now. Found another beach for you. Can you see all the kite surfers? Bit way off there. Okay, over here, there's Biyangdo. That's the island we went to the other day. Here you can see a lot of symmetrical stone stacking. Very similar to the Ghostbusters symmetrical book stacking, but not quite as eerie. And then look at this beach, it's actually a real sand beach. Not very big, not very long, but it's a real sand beach on the west coast, unbelievable. Okay, there's quite a bit of rock on it as well, but it's a real sand, unbelievable.